Coming up on MCTV this week, Monmouth College tries to rock the vote, and one class takes us back to the Athenian Assembly. This week starts now. Welcome to MCTV This Week. For Cameron Line, I'm Tori Philbin. With the presidential election approaching, students have an opportunity to register to vote on campus. Rock the Vote is a national campaign to get younger voters both registered and engaged in the election. The program hosts voter registration drives and promotes awareness of absentee voting. Coordinator of MC's Rock the Vote, Lily Anderson, wants to get as many people as possible to register to vote.
A couple years ago, we had tried to register students to vote in Warren County and were denied the ability to. And so we really raised some awareness, and now we've had over probably about 150 students register to vote. So
nationally, over 21 years, Rock the Vote has registered more than 5 million young people to vote.
Last Thursday night, the college's Citizenship course kicked off its election engagement project with a mock Athenian Assembly. That's my favorite. Dean of the Faculty, David Timmerman's Building Community Citizenship class gave a presentation on the way public deliberation functions in a democracy and held a mock Athenian Assembly where all citizens could meet on a hill called the Hinnix and discuss issues.
Several students from the class explained the Romney plan and they explained the Obama plan, and they had a handout that captured the main features of each, so they would have learned some about each of the tax plans of the candidates tonight. That'll help them when they go to the voting booth.
I think a lot of students, I think we can all just get wrapped up with our day-to-day lives, and with the concerns. And so I think things like this can kind of bring us back into that perspective of there are bigger issues out there.
The next event in the election series features class of 2010 alums, Rachel Bold and Emily Karen, speaking on why I am engaged in politics. Both these alums have had leadership roles in Republican and Democratic elections, respectively.
This weekend, students got a taste of some of the cultures from around the world at the 18th Annual Cultural Festival. From France to Sweden to Pakistan, international culture was on display in the Dunlap Terrace on Saturday. Besides international food, people could look at exhibits by students highlighting their home countries. There are many reasons why students attend the cultural fair.
To learn about the different international students and see all the people that come out.
The festival is organized by the Office of Intercultural Life.
Taking a look at some events on campus this week. Friday night, comedian Eric O'Shea will be performing in the Doll Chapel, brought to you courtesy of ASAP. The show starts at 7 p.m. Saturday afternoon, Pi Phi's volleyball fundraiser begins at noon. Proceeds for the event go to their philanthropy first book. And that night, Soda is hosting basketball, swimming, dodgeball, and volleyball from 9 until 2 a.m. in the Huff.
Coming up in sports after the break. The Fighting Scots golf team battled the chilly weather as they look to defend their home territory. The Fighting Scots golf team opened their fall season at Gibson Woods on Thursday. Monmouth's own David Beuttel takes us to the links.
The Monmouth College Fighting Scots golf team got off to a promising start in the first tournament of the fall season. The Scots welcomed Knox and Augustana College in the preseason matchup, but Mother Nature was not so welcoming to the golfers.
The conditions were tough, obviously. The rain, it was tough to putt with just how slow the greens were and whatnot after the rain and everything.
Golfers battled the rain along with temperatures dropping below 50 degrees. Despite the conditions, the Fighting Scots played exceptionally well, winning the tournament by 4 strokes over Monmouth's B team and 8 strokes over Augustana College. The top 2 medalist spots were taken by Fighting Scots. Sophomore Rhett Coonan shot a 75 just behind top medalist Britt Bothast, who shot a 3 over par 74. The senior golfer played well in the conditions by starting out strong.
I started off good. I birdied the first hole. I had a couple birdies, a couple good putts. Obviously you make a 20-footer on the first hole. It's good.
The Fighting Scots will travel to Lake Bracken Country Club Saturday, all in preparation for the spring season. For MCTV Sports, I'm David Beuttel.
A rainy day couldn't stop the women's Fighting Scots tennis team from heating it up inside on the courts. It didn't take long for the Fighting Scots to get on the board. In the first 3 matches of doubles, Monmouth's #1 Kristen Huffman and Juliana Graf gave the Fighting Scots an early lead by winning 8-3 over Illinois College's Tamar Norville and Kavita Beuttel. Also, Monmouth's Haley Gustafson, Courtney Rupp, Christine Peterson, and Amanda Mitchell won their double matches to give the Scots a secure feeling before going into single matches. Kristen Huffman started off with a strong lead in her singles match, 2-0, but later Illinois College's Tamar Norville got the win. Out of the 6 single matches, Monmouth went 3-3, which was still good enough to get the conference win. The Scots would finish the night off winning 6-3 over Illinois College.
It's nice to get a few more wins than what we've seen previously, and I think that this will really carry over into the rest of our season because it is so early. I think it made a lot of a difference for our freshmen who have not had the chance to play indoors yet, but our returners are a little bit more used to it, but they've seemed to have adapted well.
The women's tennis team travels to Ripon College this weekend to take on the Lady Redhawks. We'll be back in a minute. Here are your scores for this week.
And we're back. The Association for Student Activity Programming, or ASAP, hosted their first late-night event on Saturday. With the lineup to Scotland Yard extending past Scott's Market, attendees could stuff an animal or try their luck at playing bingo for prizes. All of this was free of charge for Monmouth students. ASAP Perspectives Chair Rachel Whitlock said that in order to get more interest in their events, ASAP has looked to get more input from the student body.
What ASAP is really trying to focus on this year is what our campus wants, and so it was kind of, we picked the ideas, like the top 5 ideas that we thought were the best, but then what happened was the student body literally voted for what they wanted.
If you'd like to find out about upcoming ASAP, be sure to like their page on Facebook.
That's it for MCTV this week. I'm Alex Miller.
And I'm Tori Philbin. Tune in next Wednesday for a new edition of MCTV.
And I'm Cameron Line. And remember that you can always find us on the web at monmouthcollege.edu/MCTV. See you next week.